Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be comparing homemade glue versus store-bought glue. I came across this website or blog by Snappy Living and they listed 11 different homemade glue recipes with ingredients that you most likely can find at home. I came across this particular recipe that says that it works great for slime. Now, immediately I was skeptical and really doubtful, but I really wanted to give it a try. So here are the steps. Welcome to Cooking with Sandy, but we're not actually cooking, we're making glue. Alright, mix 3/4 cup of water. Let's do that. 3/4 cups of water. Coming. The next step is to add 2 tablespoons of corn syrup. When I went to the grocery store to buy this, I saw that there was dark and light corn syrup, which I didn't know that existed because I don't buy this regularly, but I just chose light because I wanted my glue to stay clear. And then after that, I added a tablespoon of vinegar, and in the meantime, I'm making a separate mixture, but I have to let that one wait to get to a rolling boil. So now in a separate bowl, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and then 3/4 cup of water. Mix everything together until it's all evenly mixed. Once it reaches boiling point, I'm now pouring the cornstarch mixture into the hot mixture slowly and stirring it constantly for a minute. After a minute, remove it from the heat and let it cool down. So when I saw the consistency, it was really thin, liquidy. I was thinking, how is this glue? How is this going to work as glue? And how is this going to become slime? But I let it cool down and I stored it in a separate container. I also gave it some color because why not? And of course, make sure you label them because you don't know what will happen to it if you don't. According to the website, it said to let this sit overnight before using. 12 hours later, this is what the glue turned out to be, really thick and jelly-like and definitely much different 12 hours ago. So I am now testing to see if this will make slime. Again, highly doubt it, but I still wanted to try. Trial 1. Adding borax to this to see if this will form into glue. Oh, slime. Nothing was happening, so I'm adding more glue. Nothing is happening yet again. So I decided to add another activator to see if this will work. I added liquid starch. No hope, sadly. That just proves that you need PVA glue to make decent slime. I found these leftover glue bottles that I have used in a video a long time ago, and I know that this glue does work for slime. I never threw them away, which I don't know why because it's been way too long. I didn't fully completely empty the bottle, so I figured why not empty it into this homemade glue and see if that will help it. And I know this kind of defeats the purpose of using homemade glue to make slime, but we just know that's just not gonna work. So it could be a way to increase the size of glues, like leftover glues especially, anything like that where you haven't fully emptied a bottle. Unfortunately, that didn't really help it, so I had to get some of that school PVA craft glue in there, and then that's when it started to work. It's quite weird because it rips when I stretch it and it's jiggly, not the most fun to play with, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, as you can kind of tell because you can't really play with that much, but I still count it as slime. It got better because I added a little bit more of the PVA school glue. Here is the slime that's made from the store-bought Skoo Glue. I was surprised that it was clicky because it's mini. It was actually kind of fun to play with despite its size. Finally, we are going to test out the durability of these glues. How strong can they bond materials? Starting off with the homemade glue, which is what I'm most curious about because yes. I'm pretty sure 35 minutes is not long enough to test this accurately, but I got impatient. The moment of truth, is this going to work well? You don't know, I don't know, your brother don't know, your sister don't know, grandma don't know, my grandma don't know, my mom don't know, my dad don't know, and it's not good. And this one is the Skoo Glue one. This one took a bit of effort. You can hear that sound, that means it's pretty strong. You know what, I didn't want to give up on this. You don't want to ever give up on something until you really try your hardest. So that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm heating this up until it's boiling just for like a minute and then redoing this to see if that will make it stronger. I'm also going to be testing this on paper. "15 minutes later, again, not that long, but impatient. But this time it worked much better. As you can see, when I'm flinging it, it's not really coming off until I really fling it. This glue is not too bad. As for the paper, it does peel off if you deliberately try to. It's obviously not as strong as store-bought glues. I think I would just stick with store-bought glues unless you really can't go buy glue and you happen to have these materials. You can totally try this glue at home. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Bye.